I've never been so excited about diet food in my life as I am gearing up for your segment. You know, eating healthy doesn't have to be hard. Chef Brandi is here to prove it. She is joining us here in the kitchen today. She's got simple, healthy, and delicious. We're not just your everyday chicken and rice situation.
I hate diet food, and the reason most people fall off is they're eating some dry chicken with rice and some steamed broccoli.
Nobody wants that.
And it's not fun. It gets old really quick, and people have been trained to think if your food tastes too good, you know, it can't be that great for you.
Nobody's going to stick to that. So you've kind of done your twist on the traditional chicken.
Absolutely. So I love a good caprese salad. We're going to make a caprese chicken. So we've started with a chicken breast that I've just butterflied, split in half here.
Okay.
We're going to go super simple with it. Just some olive oil, or if you're using a cast iron, use avocado or grapeseed oil. We're going to use some Kinder seasoning. This has your salt, pepper, garlic, everything in it. So just really liberally season both sides. And we're going to throw that right into a hot skillet.
Okay.
I've got a piece here that's already been cooking, you can see. I've seared both sides of it, and I've thrown in some heirloom cherry tomatoes in there. We're going to blister those up. And then super easy, we're going to add some balsamic vinegar in here.
Okay.
Now, a lot of people think balsamic vinegar, that's going to be really rough and acidic. You know, I don't want my chicken to taste like pure vinegar. What the heat's going to do in the skillet is it's going to cook it down. It's going to caramelize. It's going to get sweet. It's going to get rid of that acrid, vinegary flavor.
Yeah.
So we're going to let that cook for a while on like a medium-high heat, and it's going to kind of reduce and make a thick syrup to it.
All right, so we're not just coating the chicken; we're actually getting that balsamic vinegar in
you know,
there.
we're gonna put some reduction at the end on it, but right now we're gonna let it cook in that vinegar for a minute.
Okay.
So we'll jump back over here in a minute. We're just gonna let that reduce, and we'll move on to another recipe.
Where are we going here? All right, on to. Next up, another popular recipe that we all like is
ceviche.
Yeah, we do.
Which can also be super intimidating.
Yes.
You know, people are afraid of it because essentially people think they're eating, you know, raw seafood. Acid actually cooks the seafood, though. So
does it come with the beach too?
It does not come with the beach, but it'll taste like you're at the beach.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is you're going to start with, we've got some just plain raw shrimp here. I took
Is there
some
a particular
shrimp.
size you like to go with on this?
You know, honestly, on the ceviche, you can do, as long as it's good quality shrimp, whatever size is on sale.
Okay.
You're going to be cutting it down.
I like
so
sale
we've just cut it down to where it's in little bite-sized chunks.
Okay, chopped it up.
Okay. So here we have, this is just lemon and lime juice.
Okay.
Squeezed a bunch of lemons and limes. That's absolutely all I did. And we're going to pour that right over our shrimp.
Already, I feel like I'm at the beach.
Yeah, all you need to do is, you know, give it a little stir, make sure it's covered. And I wish we could do a 30-minute time lapse, but in 30 minutes, this is what your shrimp will look like.
Yeah.
It's bright pink. It is now cooked. It is not raw anymore. The texture of it is cooked.
Just the marinating of it is going to cook it.
All I did was put lemon and lime juice. That's it. Popped it in the fridge for 30 minutes. If your shrimp's a little thicker, if you have bigger pieces, it might take up to an hour, hour and a half, but that is all you have to do.
Look for the color change.
Yes,
right?
Look for the color change. Will you flip that chicken for us?
Yes, I will flip this chicken.
It's starting to get thick.
All right.
So we're going to, we want to keep a lot of that juice, but we're going to go ahead and drain some of it off. We don't want it too soupy.
Okay.
You're going to want to discard this now. There's not really much you can do with that, but we're going to take our bowl.
I know you like to reuse everything.
I do, everything that I can. So we're going to start with our shrimp. If you want to help me add in some of these things. We've got about a half a cup of cherry tomatoes.
Cherry tomatoes.
Just about the same size as the shrimp. We've got about 3/4 a cup of cucumber. It's a nice bright crunch.
I always like to. You always leave a little bit of peel on, like you.
Yes, I do about 2/3 of it peeled. We've got a few tablespoons of chopped red onion.
Let me drop that in.
And then this is part of the citrus fruit that a lot of people forget to incorporate. All the flavor is in the zest. So you want to get you a microplane or a fine cheese grater. You just want to be careful to not go past the green. Once it starts to turn whitish, stop.
All the flavor.
The white part is bitter. Yes.
Note to self.
Flavor is in the zest. So if you want to do that with a little bit of lemon.
Sure thing.
We're also going to add some avocado in here. If you're not an avocado fan, you can leave it out, but trust me, if you think you're not, try it with a bunch of citrus. It changes the flavor profile, and it gives a nice creamy texture. I'm all about texture in meals.
Is that good on the lemon there?
That is good.
All right. Just
Then,
again, just right there.
Don't go past
beyond.
the white. Yes,
Okay.
once you get to the white.
Got it.
And then we're going to put in a healthy dose of cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, it's great without it, but if you do, put a bunch in there.
Okay.
If you can grab our Kinders right here.
Kinders goes with everything.
The flavor profile,
It
you know,
is.
it's several different salts, peppers, and garlics, so there's no overpowering flavor. We're going to give that a really good stir. And then, hold that for me for a
Sure
second.
thing.
We'll pull
All right. I'll keep it
and
going
you know,
here.
we eat with our eyes first.
Yes, we do.
I like to put it in a nice, beautiful
Brandi, this looks
margarita glass.
gorgeous.
You know, the colors just
the colors are gorgeous, and it smells so
it's
good
beautiful.
and fresh.
It-
Like you want to eat healthy
it looks
smelling that.
impressive. You know, it's something you're going to find in a fine dining, elegant
Yeah.
restaurant. But you know, it didn't cost much at all to make this. We're going to put a nice lime wedge on
Well,
the side.
whole lemon lime jar, set it for 30 minutes, was a game changer of info for
That's
me.
it.
I didn't
That's
know
all
that.
you do.
People think you got to cook it, then you got to chill it, you got to
look,
do
take
all
a
kinds
piece
of
of the
things.
shrimp out of here.
Yeah?
Bite into it. Try a piece.
Let me try.
The texture is cooked shrimp. It is cooked through.
Oh, that's so good.
Isn't it delicious?
Right.
This is a place where the quality of your seafood matters, though.
Is this
you
my
do not,
bowl?
That is your
This
bowl.
is mine right here.
We're going to jump over here to our chicken. So the next thing we're going to do, it would not be caprese without mozzarella.
Okay.
Now you can use a shredded mozzarella. For this particular recipe, I like to use fresh, so I just have a sliced fresh log here.
Love that. Or, you know, are there other cheeses that you think would kind of, well, caprese, I always think of mozzarella, but if you don't like mozzarella, is there a substitute that could be?
You could use maybe a Havarti, a Munster. You want something that's still really a good melty,
Yeah.
stretchy cheese. We're going to add a ton
It's a
of
finished
fresh.
product of the chicken. This is what it looked like when you made it at home.
Yes, we're going to pop
That
this in the
looks so
oven before
good.
the break so the cheese
Yeah.
can melt and we'll pull it back out. We are going to put a little fresh basil in here
Okay.
now to infuse that flavor, and then we'll top it with some fresh when we get back. And all we've got to do now
at
is put it in a 350-degree oven for about 5 minutes. The chicken will finish cooking through, and our mozzarella will get bubbly and delicious.
There we go. You've got your ceviche, you've got your chicken. We're going to pop it in the oven. To learn more, just go to southern-flair.com.